All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I've seen a lot of other people do this, but it sounds like a lot of fun, or I guess I should say it looks like a lot of fun. We're going to be reacting to some TikToks today, specifically people going over their net worth. Now, I know this could be a touchy subject for a lot of people out there. Honestly, anything related to money is kind of a taboo topic nowadays, but I do my personal net worths. I love sharing them on this channel with you guys. I hope you guys like watching them. Me personally, I love watching these things. I find it super inspiring, especially the stories of people, being way deep, ankle deep in debt, and then they come out of it and then now they're at like multi-six figure net worth. It's super inspiring. Honestly, it almost makes me shed a tear. So I'm going to be watching some of these today. We're going to be reacting to them. Maybe I can give some critiques, some advice, but mostly just enjoying the show and basking in the glory of some of these people and what they've been able to accomplish. So without further ado, let's hop into the videos.
I never thought I would share this information on the internet. If you know me in real life, please scroll, but let's go through my net worth as a 25-year-old who has tracked every single dollar they've made and spent over the last 2.5 years and has prioritized investing.
Okay, that's so real. Honestly, nobody I know in real life, besides my family, knows that I have a YouTube channel because I find it super embarrassing, especially because I go over like money and stuff, and I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird thing. It's more awkward to have people you know and like trust and you're friends with see you online than have total strangers. You almost would think it'd be the other way around, but it's just so not. So heavily relate to this girl.
And saving for a long time. It is extremely scary to post because it really opens myself up to a lot of criticism and opinions, which is totally fine. I spend a lot of time on here preaching financial transparency, salary transparency, so it's only fitting that I be transparent as well. In order to take the taboo out of
That's
my
fair.
conversations, it's important that we have them. To start, I currently have $1,633 in my checking account. In my high yield savings account, I have $7,703, which is mainly just my emergency fund in there. I have $52,182 in my personal taxable brokerage account. A huge chunk of that is money that I made from my first 6-month internship back in 2020 when I was 20 years old, living at home, able to save quite a lot. And I really lucked out with timing in the market there. Obviously, time in the market is very important too.
Yeah, so she's actually very similar to my situation. I think she's like 2 years older than me. I think she says she's 25. But I had like an internship. It was only a summer internship, but I made a decent amount of money at that. And I threw basically all of it into the market. And I also had pretty good timing. I mean, I made a lot of money that one summer. And it was mostly because, I was in the position where my parents were still paying for like my housing and my school. And I was able to save basically every penny that I made and investing it, especially in the early 2020s. My goodness, yeah, the markets were nothing but straight up. So I relate to her on that one. Good work.
Lucked out with timing on that one. I have $17,722 in my 401k. I have $8,402 in my health savings account. And finally, I have $46,773 in my Roth IRA. I am very lucky to have financially literate parents, and my mom helped me open a Roth IRA at 16 when I got my first summer job. And
good
no,
on your
she
parents.
did not financially contribute to
very
it.
impressive.
She just helped me open it. And while I've obviously not been able to max that out every year, I have been able to contribute to it for the last 9 years, which has made a huge difference. Now for debt, I have $5,343 left on my student loans. And I very recently bought a car, so I have basically my entire car loan left, which is $23,682.
Yeah, so I mean, if this is the overall picture, I mean, this is quite an impressive thing to have going for you. I mean, yeah, the student loan's not great, but honestly, in today's day and age, what are you gonna do? The car loan, I'm iffy on this one. 23,000. Honestly, I'm of the mindset that buy it once, buy it right. And so if you just wanted a super nice car that's going to last you a long time and you took out a loan for it, I mean, it's not the end of the world. I mean, considering the fact that she's already over $100,000 net worth easy, at least maybe not net worth, but in assets, I think it's fine. It's definitely not min-maxing to the fullest, like maybe I was trying to do. But I mean, I've got no complaints about this. I mean, it's pretty standard and quite impressive for someone her age.
That brings my total assets to $133,915, my total debt to $29,025, and my total net worth to $104,890.
Yeah, over 100,000. That's impressive. Anything over 100,000. I mean, that is like the step one, massive goal that you can achieve, getting your net worth over 100,000. So congratulations. That's very well done.
Here is my net worth update as a 28-year-old. I turned 28 today, so a fresh 28-year-old. Diving right in. Checking account, $6,352.
That seems like a lot.
Savings account, $1,098. I just kind of leave that there. Don't really do anything with it. Cold hard cash, $315. Emergency fund, I moved some more money into this because it's in a high yield savings account.
Okay, I want to take a quick step back. Having $1,000 in a savings account is totally fine, reasonable. But having it in a savings account, and I'm assuming she's going to have more in maybe different savings accounts. I know she's going to go into the emergency fund now, but like having the reason be, it just kind of sits there. Maybe move it somewhere that it could be invested, or just put it in your emergency fund, or use it for some reason. If it's just going to sit there and you're going to forget about it, it could definitely be doing a little bit more, but that's critiquing. Honestly, that's nitpicking. So I'm not going to nitpick too much.
Set aside for taxes coming up, $24,747. Moving on to investments. My 401k from my old job, it's just been sitting there. I need to roll it over. 401k, $38,348. I have a...
Yeah, there it was again. Just sitting there. I need to do this. I mean, obviously, it's not the end of the world. It's a 401k. It's still invested. It's still working for you. But like, you could just do it. It takes like 5 minutes. You got this. All right, let's keep going.
Health savings account, $13,957. That is invested. Roth IRA. This one gets people. $158,687. I've rolled over past 401ks into that account. That's been open now for 7 years. The rollovers don't count against the yearly contribution limits. That's why it's so high. I also have a traditional IRA from rolling over a different 401k.
$18,929. Do you have?
And then just a regular taxable brokerage
Wait, yeah,
account.
hold on. You're 28 and you have what you I think you just mentioned like at least 3 401ks, maybe even more. Like, oh my goodness, you have a new job every year? Like, what is going on here? I mean, but 158,000 a Roth IRA is super impressive. Like, that is like my goodness, you're gonna be a multi-millionaire tax-free. That's impressive. All right, keep going.
$55,268. I don't have any student loans. I don't have a car loan. My only credit card debt right now is $26. I pay those off every month. This makes my net worth $317,674. This time last year, my net worth...
How much money does this girl make? At 28 years old, over $300,000? Yeah, she's got to be making a lot of money. I'm curious what she does. Maybe she'll tell us.
Was $230,000. In that year, I have invested $27,000, and my net worth has gone up so much. So this is your sign to invest.
Yeah, I mean, that is super impressive. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get there. I mean, my goodness, I thought like my net worth was pretty good, but that is so impressive. Congratulations. That's super cool.
My realistic net worth as a 26-year-old financial analyst in Houston, Texas. So first, my biggest asset is my house. I paid $315,000 for it in 2023 with a 20% down payment. So the remaining mortgage is about $245,000. Next, my husband and I have 2 cars. So those are worth about $25,000 combined, but they're both fully paid off. So no debt there. And at any given point in time, we have about $30,000 in cash. Last, my favorite section is our investments. So we each have 401ks 401ks, HSAs, and then we have a brokerage outside of that.
Okay, wow, she's going very fast. A $315,000 house, 245 left on it. What is that? Like 70,000 in equity. 401ks, 128,000. That's a lot. HSAs, 20,000. Very nice. Brokerage, 21,000. Seems pretty standard. Very impressive.
Total for all of our investments is about 170,000. So in total, our net worth comes into just under 300,000. We're so close to that benchmark, but this year we're going to max out our 401ks, max out our HSAs, and keep contributing to that brokerage. So someone calculate for me how long it's going to take us to hit $1 million.
Probably very soon, if I'm going to be 100% honest. Both of you guys working on it. I mean, by 30, definitely doable. Probably not, but definitely doable. I don't know. I'm banking on 31. That's gonna be my guess. They'll be millionaires. 5 years. Yeah, probably 31's my guess. If you guys let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. My guess is 31.
Here's my net worth update as a 27-year-old that is trying to be financially responsible. I track my net worth every month, and I am on a mission to grow my net worth to my first 100K. If you are just discovering me, I have been working on my financial journey since 2020, and in 2022, I was able to eliminate $37,000 worth of debt. So now I am focusing on saving, growing my retirement, and getting into investments. Under cash assets, I have my savings that I keep within a high yield savings account, first accounting for my sinking funds with $3,469. I do utilize the cash envelope method, so this is capturing $2,000 worth in my high yield savings.
Oof, cash envelopes. I see a lot of people doing this. It seems super old school. Honestly, when I was in high school, the first money class, they actually offered a money class in my high school. I know, shocking. Was we did Dave Ramsey's like Financial Peace University, but like the one for like people in school. My teacher in that class, he did the cash envelope system. So it was like the first money system I ever got like told about or get taught about. A lot of people do it. It's not for me personally. It seems a little archaic. It seems like a little, it seems like a lot of work for, I mean, maybe it keeps you organized. I don't know. I guess I can't hate on anybody. It's definitely not for me. I like my quick Excel spreadsheets, my credit cards, I like to keep things super efficient and not do whatever these cash envelopers do. But hey, if it gets you budgeting, it gets you on the right track and it works for you, by all means, do it. Anything that helps you out. I mean, who's going to hate on that? So let's keep going.
Account, and then the remaining are in the envelopes. Second would be my emergency fund at $6,500. This is savings for 3 months worth of expenses. And third would be my home fund at $7,975, saving up for a down payment towards the future. So all this will total my cash to $17,944. Next, I have my investments, which includes my 401k and my Roth IRA. My 401k contributions total $20,166, and my Roth IRA is totaling $5,310. This is my first year getting serious with my investment contributions and my first year opening up a Roth IRA, so I am proud of the progress that I have made so far. So totaling both accounts would bring my investment.
First year opening a Roth IRA, first year getting serious with your investments, and you're already at $25,000 and almost are maxing out the Roth IRA. I mean, that's quite impressive. That's a huge, step. So I'm glad you're getting serious with it. That's pretty cool.
To $25,476. Calculate your net worth. You would add your assets minus your liabilities, and for me, that would bring my total net worth in October to $43,420.
$43,000. I mean, 27 years old, just starting to get into personal finance, or maybe doing it for a while, but at least just getting started into investing seriously. I mean, I figure you're gonna hit $100,000 net worth super quickly, so keep it up. That's impressive.
Here's my net worth check-in for the first quarter of 2026 at the age of 29. I have $385,000 in tax-advantaged accounts, $208,000 in taxable investments, and I have $63,000 in cash savings. My only liability is the $30,000 signing bonus clawback, so that brings my total to $627,265. My FIRE number is $3.5 million, so this brings me to about 18% of the way there, and that's why I track it every quarter.
Yeah, where do they get these people? You hear all over the place that Americans, people, they all suck with money. They got no idea what they're doing. But then you scroll like 10 TikToks and everybody's got a $400,000 net worth. It's crazy. I mean, these people are just killing the game. I mean, it's just like wonderful to watch. Like, I don't even know, like, where are the normal people at? Maybe we'll come to some more later, but that is so impressive. $600,000. Like, my goodness, at 29, my goodness, calm down. Jeez.
I'm Steph. I'm 29 years old, and I recently
I
hit
know
a
this girl.
personal net worth of over $250,000. For my total assets, I currently have $3,749.87 in my checking account. I just have one to pay my bills throughout the month. I also have $15,744.61 in my savings account. I use a high-interest savings account, and this is my emergency fund plus other short-term savings. And I have $240,869.64 in my investment accounts. I have 4 different investment accounts now, and I only invest in ETFs. I still don't have any liabilities right now. No debt of any kind, no car, and I still have no home that I own yet. That brings me to a total net worth of $260,364.12 as of January 2026. Keep in mind,
Yeah, $260,000 is a lot of money as well. I watch a lot of these Steph and Den, their YouTube channel. It's pretty good. I recommend it. So go check them out.
that this is my personal net worth separate from my business. For context, I'm currently paying myself out $70,000 a year, which is a $4,459 a month take-home pay. I also pay myself an end-of-year bonus on top of that. If you want to use the budget and net worth tracker that I use to keep track for
Yeah, super cool.
Hi, I'm Grace. I'm 24 years old, and my net worth is exactly $7,871. Let's talk about it. If you're not familiar, your net worth is a calculation of essentially how much you're worth, which is all of your assets minus your life.
I like this little message that she has here. This doesn't define your worth, though. Don't get it twisted. Absolutely. I feel like a lot of people, use their net worth, especially when they maybe first get into money, as like their personal worth or self-worth. And that's just like such a toxic mindset. So if you're, in that boat, try very hard to like separate the two. I mean, money is important, but I mean, it's not the end all be all, right? Life is much bigger than just money. So don't let how much money you have and compare it to some of these other people on the internet and like let it put a damper on your own situation. You're just fine no matter what your net worth number is. All right, let's keep going.
Abilities. So things you own and debt that you owe. So here's how my net worth comes out. In my checking account, I currently have $7,879. In my savings account, I have $20,011. I have $9,652 in investments, and my business that I own right now is technically worth or has in the account $26,370. With that business amount though, I do just want to note that the majority of that money is savings for taxes, although I won't end up owing all of that, so I'll give myself a bonus at the end of the year and it'll just get transferred to me in another way. But that is technically how much my business owns right now. And then my liabilities. I only actually have 2 forms of debt, which are my private and federal student loans. In private student loans, I have $28,682, and in federal student loans, I have $27,360. So after all the math is done, that makes me have a positive net worth of $7,871.
Yeah, I mean, you can just see there how much of a damper student loans have on your net worth. I mean, she was cooking there. She's got a business with $26,000. She's got $20,000 in savings. She's got $7K in the checking account. I mean, she's got $10K in investments. I mean, she's cooking. But yeah, like $55,000 in student loans. It just like destroys your net worth. So it's unfortunate. I'm assuming she's going to have those paid off super quickly though, at the rate she's going at. So I'm looking forward to maybe seeing some videos from her in the future. So keep it up.
I used to have so much shame and guilt around my finances and my net worth, but it's been 2 years of me working on it. So let's talk about it. I'm 31 years old now. Let's see where I'm at. So a quick disclaimer, in my net worth, I'm not including my 2 cars that I paid off. And I'm also not including any of my child's investment accounts, which is a custodial brokerage account and a 529 account. All right, let's start. All right, y'all.
Fair enough.
My net worth as a 31-year-old is $59,008.
That's cool.
I always feel so guilty, and I've always had shame about it, y'all, because I just feel like I've touched so much money in my 20s, and I played so bad. But this is where I'm at. I paid off $90,000 over the last 2 years. And just to think, this time last year, I was probably in the negatives or probably at zero, and I'm at $59,000 today.
All right, so no breakdown from her, but regardless, 59,000 and paying off 90,000 over the past 2 years, going from negative to positive, that's still quite impressive. That's like a super fast investment rate and paying off debt rate. So, yeah, unfortunately, she didn't have a breakdown of where the money's at. And she didn't include the cars in her net worth. That's very curious. I'm of the proponent that they're a depreciating asset, so I put them in my net worth personally. My car's worth like $4,000 though, so it's not like a make or break number. But yeah, well, super cool. Congratulations. I'm glad that you were able to get out of the negatives, and I'm hoping the positive is nothing but good here on out.
It's a Saturday, which means it's time to tell you every single dollar I have in every single one of my bank accounts, starting with my student loans. These currently have a balance of $73,995. I'm pending $1,040 in payments that just hasn't hit, so that'll be exciting when that goes down a lot next week. I have $9,393 invested in my Roth IRA. I have $8,114 invested in my 401k. I have $2,040.10 in my HSA in cash, and $502.93 invested in my HSA. I have $673.16 in my sinking funds. I have $10,000 saved in an emergency fund. This brings my net worth to negative $43,271, which is up $239 from last week.
Wow, yeah. Almost 10,000 Roth IRA, almost 10,000 401k. HSA's got a little bit. Sinking fund's got a little bit. Emergency fund, 10K. I mean, this is like the most picturesque, most perfect getting out of debt net worth I think I've ever seen. Right? That's a big number, $74,000 in student loans. That's a big number. That's daunting. But she has the emergency fund built up, 10K. I think that's a great number. That's what mine's at personally. Roth IRA is getting built up. I mean, it still helps to contribute, especially to the Roth IRA and the 401k, because one, the 401k specifically, maybe she's getting a match. I'm assuming that's what it is, because that's always nice to get. You should be doing that, honestly, before paying off debt. So that's good. And the Roth IRA, it has a cap on it, and the Roth IRA is my favorite investment account. It's honestly probably the best one because it's tax, it's pre-tax, it's tax-free in retirement, right? So, and you don't get to, back contribute money on years that you missed. So it is still good to, put some money in there as you're paying off debt as well. So, I mean, this is like picturesque, and $43,000 left to go until you're at the break-even points, and then nothing but uphill from there. And I'm assuming Miss Sandra on a budget is going to be doing just fine here in a couple of years.
I'm nosy about other people's finances, which means I know you are too. So update my net worth tracker with me as of the end of January. At the end of every single month, I fill out my net worth tracker and just see where I'm at on the course to retirement. For my assets, I split these into cash and cash equivalents and then investment accounts. So for cash and cash equivalents, I have my checking account, which is $4,277. I solely use my checking account as an account that money goes in and out of. And then I have my high yield savings account. This is where I keep my emergency fund. That is $11,737, bringing my cash and cash equivalents to $16,014. Then I have my investment. My investments include like all of my taxable brokerage, 401k, and I also include real estate. So for my taxable brokerage, I have $120,781. My 401k, I have $155,730. And then for my Roth IRA, I just started doing a backdoor Roth IRA last year. So currently my Roth IRA
so
is
she
at
makes a lot of money.
$8,209. Then I have my HSA, or my health savings account. That is at $3,018. I also include the value of my real estate. So if I were to sell my house right now, I estimate that I would get roughly $250,000. I am then going to reduce that by $50,000 for things like repairs, realtor's fees, etc., because I don't want to overstate my net. And so for real estate, I put $200,000. So my total for investments is $487,700.
$487,000 for investments. $200,000 for the house. That's a lot of equity to have in a house. That was a lot of money to have in a 401k. That's a lot of money to have in a brokerage account. That's very impressive. And she mentioned there that she had to do a backdoor Roth IRA, and I'm pretty sure you have to be making over like $165,000 a year to not just be able to contribute normally to a Roth IRA. So I'm assuming she makes a lot of money, but regardless, very impressive.
$40, which brings my total assets to $503,756. And then I have all my liabilities. I don't own my house outright. I do have a mortgage on it, and that mortgage is $146,303. And then I also include the balances on all of my credit cards. I do pay my credit cards off every single month, but I want to include the balances of these credit cards in this net worth tracker to make sure I'm not overstating my net worth because of credit card float. So I've got 4 different credit cards right now, and the total balance I have on those credit cards is $6,543. That brings my total liabilities to $152,897. And then your total net worth is your total assets minus your total liabilities. So my total net worth is $350,857 as of the end of January. So this is a growth of about 3% since last month, which is lower than I'd like, but a lot of the growth of my net worth has a lot to do with market movement. A lot of my investments are invested in S&P 500 index funds.
$350,000 net worth. Again, I mean, these people just have massive net worths. I mean, look at this breakdown. $4,000 in a checking account. That's super cool. HYSA, $12,000. Super cool. Brokerage account at $120,000. 401k at $155,000. Roth IRA is just getting started up. HSA is there. $200,000 per house. It looks like she owes. She said she can sell it for $250,000, owes about $150,000, so she's got like $100,000 in equity. And then credit cards. That's a lot of money to spend on credit cards in a month. I wonder what she's buying with that much money. But $350,000 net worth, super impressive. Amanda, congrats, keep it up. This is cool to watch. Okay, as you can see, and I'm honestly flabbergasted by every single person here on the TikTok is super impressive. They're either already made it, have multiple 6-figure numbers in their accounts, or are well on their way to making it. You know, maybe they've got a big, student hold debt, but they make a lot of money and they're paying it off super quickly. I am so impressed with a lot of these people here. I mean, it's inspiring, it's motivating. It's good to see people doing well. And honestly, going into this, I thought I was going to have some critiques, some advice to give people to, get off their feet and start, building up their net worth. But honestly, it's the flip side. I think I need to take some notes, get some advice from these people because it looks like they have it more figured out than I do. But I think that's going to conclude this video. If you guys are curious in what my net worth is, I've got a playlist that I'll link down below in the description, or I'll probably maybe link it actually up here somewhere. You guys can go check that out. If you're nosy, you want to see what my net worth is, my numbers, it'll be linked somewhere on this video. But that's all I got for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed. This was a lot of fun to record. So if you guys liked this video, want more similar content, please leave a like at this video, maybe subscribe to the channel, and I'll be pumping out some more of this content. It'd be super fun. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.